Hello, my name is Alejandro Gonzalez, and this is Lab 2-2, Alternative 4. So basically, what we will be doing today is we will be using Access to transform our data. So we're going to start by selecting the sales subset that we have here, and then we're going to select Query Design. Perfect. And so here we have opened up the query. And so from here, we're going to go to the view, and then we're going to select the SQL, the SQL view. Perfect. And so now what is left is we will be typing out the commands and what we want the database to perform for us. So we're going to go ahead and leave that select. And then we will be taking from the sales subset, which is the dominant one. So we're going to go ahead and type that out. And then here we are also going to put the FGI product and also the customer one. Okay, we're going to keep going. From here, we're going to go to the next line. And we're going to be selecting from customer. So this is very similar to what we were doing in the earlier alternatives. We're just writing it out. Same thing, we will be using, this is how it knows, and we'll be using inner join. From here, we're going to keep typing out the command. One thing to really keep in mind is that the lowercase and the uppercase letters really matter. So make sure that when you're doing this, you pay a lot of attention to detail. Perfect. And so at these last two lines, oh, look at that. So it's always important to check for your mistakes. So these last two lines are pretty much showing what we were doing in the earlier alternatives, how we will be taking from the sales subset and the FGI product, and we're looking for the product code. So that's the primary key that's involved. And then on the last line, we're looking at the customer one and the sales subset. And from those tables, we are selecting the customer ID. And so from here, we are going to go ahead and run. So it looks like I mistyped right here. So we're going to go ahead and go back and edit this. All right, we're going to run it one more time. There we go. Okay, so everything loaded in. So here we have all of our data. We've transformed the tables. We have all, it's very neat just with the commands that we were able to do. And this is very useful when you have lots of data. From here, we're going to go ahead and save it. And we're going to name it Slate underscore merge. Perfect. We're going to press OK. Excellent. So as you can see here on the left-hand side, we do have the query. And then from here, we are going to use this external data tab to export it out to Excel. So the reason we're doing this is so we can also use it in Excel. Okay, so over here we have the file name, the file format. So this is what we want. We're going to go ahead and press OK. And then it asks us if it wants us to save export steps, but we're not interested in that right now. So we are going to go ahead and select those. Okay, so now we're going to click Excel just so we can go ahead and get the file path a little bit quicker. So we're going to go click it. For me, it's Command C because I'm on Mac. Okay, and then we're going to load this data up. So we're going to press File. We're going to go to a new blank workbook. And so from here, we're going to go ahead and load in the new information that we've been working with. So we're going to go data, get data. And so before we were going to from file, now we will be selecting from database. And then the one we were working with was Microsoft Access database. Here, we're going to press Command B, and then we're going to go ahead and open. Okay, perfect. And so now we are once again in the navigator, as we had done in the earlier alternatives. We're going to select multiple items. And so here we have two of the Slate to merge. And so the merge, the first one is the one we were working with earlier in one of the earlier alternatives. And then the second one is the one that we were working with in Access. So we're going to go ahead and load both of them in. Perfect. They loaded both in. And as we can see, we are all good to go. Thank you. And that is lab 2-2 alternative 4.